And that's the plan. Oh, and great work out there, Alton. I'll see you for the next episode.
Thanks, it was fun.
Okay, I'm heading to the roof, Professor. You and Sound Guy go get set up in the booth.
Certainly. And please, be careful, young Ryan.
Yeah, we need you, man.
Can someone tell me why Ryan's going to the roof?
And Shades, take Jack to the storage area, all right?
Get set for what?
To clean up another mess you caused.
Huh?
Just move. I'll explain on the way.
As for Horace and Quigley, you guys go to Jack's special room. Yeah.
Oh, that place. Oh, how delightful. Stiff upper lip, Ryan. We'll get through this together.
Thanks, man. I appreciate it.
Let's be off, Quigley. There's work to be done. Yes, sir.
Ah, what a great group. Big Jim, you're gonna be sorry you messed with us.
The wanted posters call this mug Evil Edgar Ramirez. He's wanted for a huge laundry list of crimes. You know, other than those 3 bandoliers, chock full of razor-sharp throwing knives that go across his chest and waist, he don't look that dangerous. Don't let that small mustache and Don Diego handsome smile fool you. This mug is as deadly with those blades as any hitman is using a Tommy gun. Watch out, Highborn.
Gail said it would be in the corner of this room. Just let me turn on the light. Ah, that's better.
When the Mexican hitman scans the nearly empty room, he spots Lord Highborn standing near a large lever coming out of a panel on a wall. Next to him is his ever-faithful chauffeur, Quigley, with the bag of diamonds.
Seems, senor, you have something that belongs to me.
Now, I'm not quite so sure that that's exactly true, young man.
In the strictest legal sense, you may have a point, Lord Highborn. However, since I am the one carrying weapons, I make the rules.
That is yet to be seen. Of course, you have me at a disadvantage, sir. You seem to know who I am, but who are you?
I am, shall we say, familiar with the Highborns of Buckingham and their generosity.
He said, making a very elaborate bow, but never taking his eyes off Quigley.
That past history of fondness is why both you and your manservant here yet live.
Don't speak to the lordship like that, or I will lay you out flat. So help me.
Senor Horace, call off your dog. I have no desire to put one of my blades between his eyes. It's Ryan that has earned my wrath. Oh, do not join him in this.
Quigley, thank you for the defense, but please stand down.
Yes, sir. Oh!
Quigley! Oh, you seem to be angry with Ryan for some reason. May I ask why? I found him to be quite an honorable young man.
Let's just say 2 cannot walk together unless they are agreed. Now, hand over the diamonds. I will not ask again.
The Hispanic hitman said while drawing one of his throwing knives from the bandolier across his chest.
Sorry, old man. I can't oblige you.
Oh, that's a pity.
As the knife flies at Quigley, the English lord pulls the large red switch to his right, and the magnetic ceiling comes to life.
The magnetic pull has latched onto the knives in my bandoliers. It's pulling me up onto the ceiling. Whoa!
Edgar is pinned flat to the magnetic ceiling, unable to move.
Don't worry. When Jack was allowed to have Professor Veritas install this magnetic ceiling, they made sure it would not be lethal to anyone. You'll be stuck up there immobile until the police arrive, so hang tight, old man.
Oh, look here. I don't want to be hanging from the ceiling anymore. It's not distinguished. It's not professional. I want down. And by the way, why would Jack want something like this built anyway?
I posed him that very question, but after his reply, I ended up more confused than when I asked him in the first place.
Begging your pardon, your lordship, but shouldn't we be getting to the roof? Producer Ryan may need us, sir.
Oh, quite right. Let's.
Highborn is interrupted by the now helpless felon.
By the way, down there. Well played, senor. Out of respect for my past history with your family, I must warn you, be careful of Ryan. He is not what you think he is.
I haven't time to discuss it now, old boy, but what if I could prove that you're actually wrong about him? Might that help you back onto the straight and narrow?
Just like a highborn. Always reaching out to help. If you can prove that, I will consider it. Just be careful up there, will you?
Don't you worry. I shall protect his lordship.
Quite right. Time to go.
Mulrooney said, "Hot drunk by drink, I lay him in his tomb. Before you could tap the top of your hat, Clancy lowered the boom. Oh, the Clancy, oh, the Clancy. Whenever they got his Irish up, Clancy lowered the boom."
The skinny and oh-so-crazy, red-haired Irishman, Machine Gun Mike O'Brien, enters the Master Geek Theater storage room looking for his share of the sparklers. Faith and begorra, this room is packed from ceiling to floor with boxes of costumes and props. It's a good thing it is. I know where to find me diamonds. Then from behind one of the stacks steps Jack in a zoot suit and fedora, wielding a pretty nasty-looking Tommy gun. Drop the chatter gun and petrify, see? Me and Baby here, we've got the drop on you. Only one wee problem with your idea there, lad. You see, my gun, she's real. With that said, the freckle-faced thug begins to laugh and opens up with his Tommy gun, spraying the area with lead. Luckily, Jack dives behind some of the boxes and kind of just hides there. Just in the nick of time, Shade steps out from some boxes on the other side of Michael, brandishing the diamonds.
Hey, Lucky, looking for these charms?
I should say I am. And unless you be wanting a lot of fresh new holes, you'll be handing them over quick like. Slowly, Shades reaches into the boxes on his right, looking for something, anything to throw.
I hope Jack has something useful in one of these boxes.
O'Brien begins to fire indiscriminately. Shades ducks behind the one thing he grabbed in that little stack to the right. It was a total accident, but it turns out to be Jack's special replica of Captain America's shield. Shades! Stay behind the shield. I collected the extra box tops for the limited edition. Yeah, it's the one that's real vibranium.
Of course it is.
With newfound confidence, Shades begins to inch his way closer and closer to the hitman. Turns out, this shield's really effective because bullets are bouncing off and flying everywhere. What was on here? I'm not believing my eyes. That shield, it's blocking me every shot. Just then, a bat rope comes flying in from behind. Hey, what's this? Ah, let me go. And it loops around and around the startled Irishman, causing him to drop his chatter gun to the floor. This gives Shades the opening he needs. He rears back and...
Good night, Irene.
And you said those bat rope lessons were a waste of time.
Will you just finish hog-tying this guy? Ryan needs us on the roof.
Not knowing his team is dropping like flies, the lean but muscular Chinese martial arts champion, turned smuggler, discovers the third sack of diamonds hidden under a pile of heavy cable in the sound booth.
This is a great hiding place, Gale. Only one with prodigious strength can move these large cables to retrieve the diamonds.
And with that, the master takes off his jacket and shirt, revealing his steely muscled torso.
Let me grab these piles of cables. I believe it can't weigh more than 200 pounds.
The master grabs the cables, sweating and straining, but moving those humongous things. My back's hurting just thinking about it. With his Herculean labor over, the master smiles through his sweat as he sees his prize. The bag of diamonds just sparkling away in the corner, waiting for him to pick them up.
There they are. I will grab them and head for the roof. Ooh, these are beautiful. Worth moving every ounce of that 200 pounds.
Yes, I'm sure it was closer to 300.
Being surprised by Veritas's voice, the master spins around faster than the Texas Twister. Then he drops into a defensive stance, because he notices Professor Veritas is standing in the doorway blocking the exit to the sound booth.
I suggest you do not try to stop me, Professor. It will not end well for you.
Your assessment is definitely correct. That is why Sound Guy and I have prepared this trap.
Veritas ducks out of the room and slams the door.
Now, Sound Guy!
You got it, Prof. Hang on to your hats and plug ears, boys. Let's rock!
With that, Sound Guy turns the feedback up in the booth all the way. The ear-splitting noise is too much, even for a tough mug like the master to take. And he goes down for the count.
You may now tie up our guest and call the police.
Sure thing. I'll call the fuzz.
Now, I'm headed to the roof.